let's. I mean, I do want to hit the ethics of meat.
You want to start with that? See where that takes us.
Yeah, see where that takes us. See where that goes. So, Candace, let's ask you
Let's go round the table.
around the table, starting with Candace.
The ethics of,
So, is it ethical, moral, and justified to eat meat?
well, that, I mean, to say, is it moral? That's morality has a different definition for everyone. So what one person thinks is moral is not moral to another person. So I don't know if you can actually bring in morality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it ethical? Is it justified? I don't believe so,
Mm-hmm.
because there's tons and tons and an abundance of studies done that proves time and time again that humans don't need to eat meat. That we've evolved from times where we're not in a forest or a jungle, and that in order to survive, that we just have to eat food, and that we would have to kill an animal. That we have an abundance of food, especially in the Western world, that we waste on an everyday basis that doesn't involve killing animals. So, do we need to eat meat? No. And meat is more harmful than done because we're not cavemen anymore. We've evolved from that. We haven't. People say that we've evolved to eat meat. That's, to me, that's a de-evolution. Like, why? Like, meat is heavy. Your body does not process it well. It does not digest it. Why do you feel like you need to eat meat? That's just conditioning. That's what we learned. It's a sale tactic. It's to make money. That's it. Most of the things that we're conditioned to do is a way to make money.
Mm-hmm.
The food industry is an exception.
Okay,
Like
moving
it.
on to the next topic now. She just about covered everything, man. That's pretty
Covered
good.
the whole shebang.
We got that out of the way. Now to astrology. No, that was good. I mean, she makes good points. Yeah, and I guess with morals, it is kind of true. Morals are, I guess, personalized from person to person, so we can't really put it across the board. But ethically, it just doesn't make sense for us to do it. We know that these beings can feel just like we can, and yeah, they probably don't like it very much, I would imagine.
Even environmentally, it doesn't make any sense. California has a drought going, so a supposed drought happening right now, but if they cut even their factory farming in half, a lot of the water that they're quote unquote missing could go back to the state by just not using it for factory farming.
For sure. Have you seen Cowspiracy?
No, we need to watch that.
I'm gonna watch that.
So, well, I was telling Dante about that, and in it, the creator goes to these different protection agencies. He goes to like the Rainforest Protection Agency and the water conservative people, all the protectors of the environmental things. And he basically asked them about the agribusiness and he said, well, isn't the agribusiness the largest impactor of all these things? And a lot of them refused to answer or just said that, yeah, it's a factor, but all these other factors are more important. And so it was clear that all these agencies are either being bought out by the meat and dairy industry or they're, it's somehow connected to them, which is scary. I mean, these are the people who are supposedly protecting our water, our rainforest, our trees, and they're under the wing of the meat and dairy industry. It's like, man. So we got a lot of work to do.
I mean, if you think about, like, if you do watch TV, and even if you don't watch TV, you think of, just look around at media and advertisement. Why is food even being advertised? We need it. Like, why is milk being advertised? Why is yogurt, cheese, eggs? Like, if you really need those things, you don't need somebody to tell you.
Right. Yeah,
It's
your body will tell you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't see strawberries being on the cover of a magazine
Exactly.
or like commercials about blueberries,
Right.
like rolling
Yeah.
down the river.
And that's a really great point actually. And that should be a clue to all of us that all this stuff that's being advertised is probably not in our best interest. You know?
Why? Like, why is it being advertised? What's
Yeah.
the motive? What is the motive behind that? Why do they want us to eat that?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely a deeper reason, and it even goes a little bit further than money, because money is just a exchange, a way to to trade services and goods.
Mm.
But I think that there is some, like when we eat certain foods, it makes people a little bit slower, mentally, physically, emotionally, and people are easily controlled just by the foods they eat and the things that's put in the water, fluoride and chlorine and things like that. But yeah, I guarantee if people were eating healthier, a lot better, they would probably be making better decisions, and they would be able to see a little bit more truths out there, little things that the people higher up are trying to put over the majority of people. So I think that